How much compassion and patience is it fair to expect of anyone, even of Jesus? According to Sunday's Gospel reading from St. Matthew, Jesus had just heard that his cousin, John the Baptist, had been cruelly beheaded in prison under the order of King Herod. All because Herod had become infatuated by the exotic dancing of his niece and made an outlandish promise to give her whatever she asked for, even to half his kingdom. So John's head was served to the king on a platter. We can only begin to imagine the anguish this caused Jesus. We are told that he withdrew in a boat to a deserted place to be by himself. He escaped crowded Galilee and crossed to the other side of the lake. One might have thought people would have had compassion on him and given him the space he needed to grieve and to pray. But this retreat was to be short-lived for Jesus. The desperate crowds followed him on foot, walking around the shore. How would we react, I wonder? With anger, with frustration, with indignation and self-pity? St. Matthew records, when he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion for them and cured their sick. Remarkable. And it becomes even more remarkable when the disciples suggest sending the crowd away because it was a deserted place and they had nothing to eat. Jesus more than rises to the challenge out of yet more compassion and performs the famous miracle of the feeding of the 5,000. We, of course, are not Jesus, but his example here may have something to teach us. Taking time out from the busyness of life to rest and to be alone in prayer with God, even when our personal, spiritual and emotional reserves appear low, taking such time out can leave us surprisingly refreshed and amazingly capable of showing compassion to others.